R. Kelly placed on suicide watch. Following his 30 years prison sentencing, embattled singer-songwriter R. Kelly's legal team have revealed that he has been placed on suicide watch, even though he is not suicidal. One of R. Kelly's attorneys, Jennifer Bonjean, said, and I quote, "The irony of putting someone on suicide watch when they're not suicidal is it actually causes more harm. It's punishment for being high profile and it's horrifying, frankly. To put someone under suicide watch under those conditions is cruel and unusual when they don't need it." She continues, "Mr. Kelly was placed on suicide watch for purely punitive reasons in violation of his 8th Amendment rights." End of quote. According to sources, inmates who are placed on suicide watch are typically confined to a single bare-bone cell that is frequently monitored by prison staff. These inmates are usually given tear-free smocks and tear-free sheets and are prohibited from taking showers, shaving, or eating their meals with utensils. If you would recall, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison on federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges. The judge, who also revealed conditions of if or when he is released, ordering that the singer must take mental health treatments, which includes therapy for an unspecified sexual disorder. He was also ordered to stay away from anyone that is under the age of 18, which includes informing anyone who is choosing to live with him that he is a sex offender. The only time he will be allowed to be around someone who is under the age of 18 is if it's a family member or if he's in a therapeutic setting, which will require a responsible adult to be present. All of those terms will, of course, have to be approved by his probation officer, as he will be under supervised release for a total of 5 years once his sentence is completed. Just so you know, R. Kelly still has another federal trial and 2 state trials, and if he's convicted again, he will likely face even more restrictions.
It's just crazy. It's just sad because it's as good as his career, his life, everything's over. He's been blacklisted.
Yep.
He has 30 years. He still has like 2 cases, and he doesn't even know how many years that will give him if he's found guilty of those 2. So now being under suicide watch, well, he's been going through a lot. And I feel like...
That's what they claim. They claim, but his lawyer is saying
he's been going through a lot.
Yeah,
it's just
55-year-old man, 30 years.
55.
I like the idea that they are thinking about the future with all this sex offense and everything. So 5 years when it comes out, eventually 30 years, maybe do 20-something for good behavior.
Okay.
5 years. He'll be reporting regularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I just think it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And the fact whereby his lawyers, his attorneys were saying it's not suicidal, I read excerpts from the court's proceedings that he didn't say anything. When all the people that he had offended came up in court to give their testimony, R. Kelly was... there were no cameras inside the court. This was like a case from way back. For this particular jury, no cameras, and it was just looking down. When they say anything, you look at them and look down. Like, I think I've messed up a whole lot. Yeah. So I get it why they are thinking he might be suicidal to just confine him to a space, but I don't know. Hopefully they win and bring him out because they've not been able to. I think the lawyer was saying she was trying to reach R. Kelly but couldn't, and they think it's the confinement and it's just crazy, man.
Okay, I just think that I see why they would say that he would be suicidal, because at the end of the day, like you said, look at his age, look at how much time they're giving him. He's literally a dead man walking. Yeah, so I see how they would say, oh, he looks like he has nothing else left. Work. There's nothing, even blacklisted, like you said. So I see why they would think that they would wake up one day and R. Kelly has probably committed suicide.
Quick one. Will you still listen to an R. Kelly song?
Yes, I will.
Will you still listen to an R. Kelly song?
The question is, was I listening to R. Kelly? I mean, I'm indifferent, really. And it's that thing where don't hate the
song.
Yes,
separate the character from the music.
Because I mean, he did have really good songs.
He did.
I can fly. It will always be a
Storm
classic.
Is over. All right. Are we supposed to say we wish him all the best? Anyways, we are done with the entertainment news.